Hi my loves, it's Kasha, Plannerista 101. Today I am going to be showing how I set up my budget planner, which is the Vintage Botanical. So let me go ahead and pull out the whole month of April. I do use multiple planners in one, and there'll be another video at some point. So I just pulled out things I need, which is the Rainbow Sticker Book, the Mega Sticker Book, and then I have some dates from the extension pack, so I'm going to use this. And on the side of the monthly view, I use that to actually list out bills, and I'm going to put an amount in there. So it's my utilities are Association, Mortgage, ComEd, Progressive Insurance, and Comcast. So this is what I consider my utilities. And then subscriptions, I have some subscriptions that I pay for, so I list those next. And those for me are Planet Fitness, which is my gym, which I changed up because I used to be part of a different one. Netflix, Hulu, Cooper's Hawk, which is a winery membership, Ipsy Bag, and then I have Chase Bank payment I'm making, and then credit cards, and then I list all of my credit cards. I put them in whether they have zero balance or not, as long as they are open. So this way I can just mark off even the ones with the zero balance. Okay, so those are my credit cards. And now I'm going to grab some dots, some bullet points from one of the pages. And I usually use hexagons. That's just my preference. You can use whatever you want if you want to set up the way I do. And then the way I do it is I put it on the date and I put the actual bill, but the amount goes on the side, so it's easier to check off. This is just kind of at a glance for me. And I understand it's redundant because I am writing this over and over again. But for me, it just helps. So this is just something for you guys to decide whether you want to do it that way or not. For me, like I said, it helps to have it at a glance to make sure it's paid and the amount, and then it helps me to see on the calendar the due dates. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this for all of my bills. And then as my personal expenses come up, I use circles or a different shape for those. So all of the necessary bills are, those are bills that have to be paid monthly. And then I add circles for stuff like food, and I add triangles or squares, depending on the month, for income. So because of this coronavirus and me not working, I'm not sure how my income's gonna look, so I'm not marking that this time. But again, this is just to show all of the expenses that are necessary. So I'm just marking all the days that I have bills for now. And then I should get paid normally on the 3rd and on the 17th, but again, I don't know what's going to happen. So for right now, I am not really planning on it. So we'll see. Okay, and where it says check it off on the next page, what I do is I put all of my credit card balances. So I am dealing with some medical issues. My balances tend to be higher than normal. So hopefully I'll get back on track. And then this daily task section, I actually date those. And then this is where I put any spending. So everything and anything goes on this list. So all of my payments, all of my incomes, anything that I spend will go on here. So if I buy a Starbucks coffee and it's $5, that wouldn't go on there if it's already in my app and I spent it. But if it's something that I'm paying with a credit card, then absolutely. So it's money that I'm spending currently. But let's say I reload my Starbucks card with $50, that actually will go on there. So any little spending that I do will go on here. So if I buy lunch at Panera for $6 and I pay with cash, that still goes on here. So I actually track the literal amount of money I'm spending. And I thought about using envelope system. I haven't familiarized myself enough with it to decide to do it just yet. This might be something that I will decide in the future on. Actually doing some research on it to see whether this is for me. And I don't really decorate this planner other than what I'm doing right now. I might doodle here and there, or I used to. Now I don't even do that. I just really keep it strictly financial. And each month in the planner has exact amount of spaces that you need. So April has 30 days. So there we go. And then on the empty space up here, I do the total of the daily spending. So what that is I go ahead and write out numbers from 1 to 30 on there. And I'll show you in a second. So the only goal I have this month is to pay all the bills during the COVID-19 crisis. That's the only hope I have. So that's what I'm writing in my monthly goals. Normally I do have like a savings goal and a spending goal, but again, the world is so uncertain right now. I really don't know what's going to happen. And due to the nature of my job, I am not working. So it's not the greatest feeling, but at the same time, hopefully everything will stabilize pretty soon. Okay, so like I said, this is on this side I do a total of daily spending. So I actually add up everything on each of those tasks lines for the day, and I put it in here. So then at the end of the month, I can see the income versus my spendings. Okay, and then all I have to do is set the days so I know what day it is, and we're pretty much done with this spread. The only thing left to do is put some habit trackers or some goals in there. So I'm gonna put no unnecessary spending, meals at home only, and no outside coffee. To me, meals and coffee in my brain are separate. I don't know why, but they are. So I need to make sure that I tell myself this. Okay, so that'll be it. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this helped you in any way to maybe have an idea how to set up your own budget. And let me know what you guys think about this down below. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye!